And we're live. We're going. We're doing this.
Which we love you all, and I don't know why we're doing this. Maybe because it's like the loss of time, but Marcus doesn't let us go to sleep any earlier than 3 a.m. So here we are. He also likes to sleep late.
Episode 2 of the Collector Sessions is held in our bedroom. One of many bedrooms.
I only have 3.
There's 3. It's just 3. Unless you want to count the laundry room, that could be a room, a bedroom.
That room doesn't count.
It's an abomination.
All the laundry in this house?
Yeah.
No.
So everybody, it's been 2 weeks now since our first episode. It's pretty cool that you guys are listening and tuning in, since there's pretty much not anything going on right now in the world.
I know, it's horrible.
Where we left off from the first week of talking about all of this 2 weeks ago, now, is that the world's got even shittier. You said something about how the White House or whoever has announced 90% of America, of California, isn't listening.
Oh, my sister told me that. I don't know how good of a credit, I don't know her credibility, but she was saying that I guess there's percentages, and we're at 90%, and if we do get to 100, they're gonna start initiating martial law because no one's staying home, which I don't know if I believe in that, but then I don't know if I stand for. I know that I haven't gone out of this house unless I have to go get groceries, and it's literally been only 3 times in a month. My kids haven't left the house in a month. Homeschooling's wild. Everything, everything is just so wild, but we're not leaving because even my daughter's birthday, we had a party, and it was just the people that lived here. We didn't do anything outside of what we're supposed to do. We're making it work, and there's so many people that are not.
Well, we've only left twice, both being trips to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Or no, both times were Walmart, but still it's the same thing.
That's literally the only store I've been to in a month is Walmart.
Yeah, and then I went back for...
Well, now they're making the face mask mandatory too.
Yeah. Did you guys hear about that? I think it's it's anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200 fine. At first I heard jail time, but honestly there's not that's
no,
false
I read
news.
I read it because I get that email every day. It's $1,000 fine, and it's 90 days in jail for breaking it.
During all this, or once it clears?
No,
during this whole thing, because you know how they're releasing people who have within their 60 days.
I have no idea. I just read about it, but they sent that email out because Easter's this Sunday, and so they're saying that if people celebrate Easter, they catch people celebrating Easter. You're out when you're not supposed to. You're buying people.
What, out in general, or during the obviously the curfew hours? Because now they have that.
No, out in general. They don't even the churches too. They don't want any churches holding anything or nothing. Everything has to be live streamed, and they're also gonna fine the people that are making Easter baskets and selling them out on the sides.
Jesus.
So I'm glad I got the Easter baskets now.
So in other words, 2 weeks ago it was shit, and now 2 weeks later to today it's even shittier. Oh wow, that's wild.
I feel sorry for you guys that are in LA. It is spreading wild out there.
LA,
la
Orange
la la
County. It's tiny stills.
It's too late. That's why, Marcus. Wow.
So yeah, LA.
You do this during brunch.
During brunch hours with mimosas. LA
no,
shut down.
I wouldn't get through this.
No, we wouldn't. We'd get drunk and be done. You'd have 3 sips and that's it.
What do you say? 3 sheets to the wind.
3 sheets to the wind. 3 sheets in the wind.
2 weeks. No, when was it? I don't know. It was 2 weeks ago. I had 2 White Claws, and I couldn't feel my legs.
Snapchat. I can't feel my leg. Why?
That's what happens. I don't know, but even with everything going on, LA is spreading the fastest.
It's LA, and then Orange County are getting hit the hardest. It's
but we're
crazy.
More than Orange County.
Now we are, but it seems like they're
okay from just the beginning till now. and I keep up with all these numbers. I check every night because I get an email. They're growing by the hundreds. So when we first did the first episode of the podcast, I think there was maybe 300 and like just guesstimating, I'm not sure, but it was like 320 cases. Now there's 7,299 cases and like 136 deaths.
You know what that means?
Just in LA.
That means no one's listening.
Yeah.
Or if they were listening, it's too late.
In Riverside, it started off with 36 cases. Now we have 2,020.
So guess what? We're not listening either.
Orange County either. We're all just
no one's
not
listening.
Well, actually, we're listening. We're listening really hard.
We are.
I'm not. I'm not going outside.
We're listening. We're staying inside as much as possible, as much as it sucks.
And it's hard because me and Marcus were talking about it, and we're like, what do we do? What do we do with the music? We see you guys releasing things. We're listening. We're watching. We're waiting, and it's just like there's nothing really we can do. When you're involved in the music scene, everything is physical. You're going to shows, you're buying things, you're watching, like, and you're meeting people. You can't really do anything from your phone. Because we are on this debate right now, because Marcus really wants to do live streams, and we want to figure out a way to work. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel like it doesn't do the same thing. Like, I feel like everything should kind of be on hold.
I think it's nice that...
Well, for us, we like watching your guys's, but for us...
Yeah, like Half Measure, All Hype, a bunch of other bands have been doing it. We've been trying to catch most of the streams when we can. But, like, I think it's good because imagine, as far as the music scene is concerned, imagine going through this... Imagine going through this without technology, or technology being as advanced as it is now. I mean, clearly everything's at a stop right now, at a halt. But I think for many situations, a lot of people will just have things dead.
Well, it is kind of dead. Like, and I'm not saying on anything.
It is dead, but I mean, like, if you say all these bands or all these other artists or any other type of, business or anything that could rely on live streams can't do that.
No. But for me, and I don't know why. Why is it, guys? Why is it that, like, I'm not shitting on anybody, but I've seen this, and this is why I'm like so against live. Like, no one watches on live. No one does. Like, I've seen bands, I've seen people with like thousands and thousands of followers. They have like 12 people on live, max 50 people on live, like, that I've seen.
I mean, I've never seen as many. I think the most I saw, and I know again it's not speaking anything ill-minded, but yeah, I think it holds true to word. If we're all quarantined, think about something. A lot of people are showing more that they don't care, which I think sucks. I mean, yeah, you have all these followers, and you go live and nothing.
I've seen this
fucked up.
band. Okay, they have huge shows. They have a lot of followers, and when they go live, they have 13 people on live. What the fuck?
Where's the rest? Y'all kind of fucked up.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, why? But then again, I don't know. And just call me what it is. I hate texting too, but, like, when I go on live, I've never really done it. I've never gone on a live where I've actually, like, sat there while it was happening live and watched it. I've always been the person where if it's in their story, like, circle,
then you watch
I'll watch it later, and I'll kind of, like, watch what I want and then skip through. I know that's such an ass thing to do, but I do that.
Do you think everyone else thinks like that? Like, oh, I'm going live, and they know that the live stream, at least for most cases, Instagram at least, has it for 24 hours. Oh, I'll just watch it later. Do you think? Or do you think it's just, I just don't give a shit?
I don't know. Like, and I'm not even in a, I don't know. I don't know if most of the people that we're listening to kind of feel this way. Like, how I feel right now is like, I care about the scene and I care about music, but life is at a halt right now. Like, everything's at a halt. You can have the best merch ever and try and sell it right now. It will benefit you, but in the same way, everybody needs that money to survive right now, to invest into stuff for the refrigerator or things to do at home, or you can have, like, the best, songs out, and it's gonna hit. People are gonna listen, but it's not the same effect as if like the world was still going. You know, it would hit a lot differently.
Yeah.
And I get everybody's trying to like keep pushing, and people are trying to find things to like keep themselves going. And I understand bands doing practice and recording and all that.
Yeah,
I'm not talking
you gotta
about
keep that
that.
normality as much as possible. If you stop all that and then you just feel like there's nothing, then
No, I'm not saying that it feels like nothing, but I feel like right now is really a time where like everyone is really just sitting in their thoughts and regrouping. And if there's people like me that they have houses and kids and bills and just trying to figure out like where they're at mentally, I feel like that's kind of where everybody should be, because this was a big hit. Nothing's like this happened, and then when we go back, like I said, it's still gonna take a little bit to get back into motion. People aren't just gonna go right back into life.
Well,
It's gonna take
yeah.
a little time.
A lot's been especially if this thing about martial law, because we've heard that you mentioned from your sister, and then we've both read a couple things, and I've seen people talk about it and share articles. But like if martial law is something that's actually pretty realistic, like I've been talking about this type of stuff, or I've been thinking out loud about phases, and I'm like, it's kind of like high up there. But we'll see where that goes. I hope that this really turns itself around. Well, I mean, when it turns itself around, we all just kind of...
Everyone's estimating for summer now, because I know schools are completely shut down, and they're hoping, like all of the schools are saying that they're hoping to have this done within the summertime or by the end of summertime, so they can go back to school or be allowed back into school by fall. And I know a lot of people that are in college that are going to be feeling that too. Because they're going in, just like the kids, how they're going into, like my kids, for example, they're going from 2nd grade to 3rd grade. These college students are going into a whole new semester. They're doing their clinicals online. They're doing all of these things.
Lots online, yeah.
So, like, and to be honest, like, even when I'm right at that point where in school where I was gonna go to clinicals. Imagine going to a surgical clinical online. Like, it's not the same, and so you lost all of that.
Yeah, a lot of that momentum, that drive, gets stripped away, and then again, you're back to the square one where you're like, okay, well, what the fuck? For us, we had to stop working too. I'm pretty sure, as far as everyone else that's listening or who knows, for all the essential workers out there who are still pushing it,
Thank you.
Thank you. Honestly, thank you.
We thanked that guy at Walmart the other day when we bought our new PlayStation controller. Like, he was just like, oh, hope you're safe. And it's sad because you look at that employee and you're like, well, we hope you are, because you're out there. Like, I'm terrified to go outside, not because...
Was he wearing a mask? I can't remember if he
was.
That's
what I was just thinking. I don't remember.
I thought about that the other day. I was
like,
I don't think he had a mask.
No, but they have those shields on the registers.
And that was our first time when we went. Our second time we went back out, we had masks. Well, you had a mask and I had a bandana. Is that what it was?
He looked like a robber from Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh, see, speaking of that, bought a second PlayStation controller. And this goes out to everybody who has a PlayStation. I don't know if it works, like, whatever. For PlayStation 4s, we bought Uno and Monopoly.
Monopoly is the best, except don't play don't play against the AIs, because like I am really good at Monopoly. Ask Marcus, he's got his ass whooped hard.
I don't play those games. I don't excel. You know what I excel? I excel in the RPGs, the fighting games. Like, for people who know me, the games I like.
I don't excel in those at all. I do well in Monopoly because it's like real life. If you're good at strategizing and like budgeting and moving things around, it's awesome. Like, I don't know, Monopoly, I love Monopoly. But I was playing against the AI thing, and I was whooping. It was like a hit or miss. I did well in normal, and I whooped ass in normal. Then I went to hard, and that shit was cheating. It never landed on my properties. I had 12 hotels, never once, but guess what? I landed on every one of his properties, how to pay every time. It was rigged. like, and I played for 2 hours straight.
No,
and I got rigged.
You played all day.
No, but not that
You
one
rocked
game.
Oh,
I
no,
played a few games.
No, you have like a couple good games.
So I need to
close
play against a
calls.
real person.
Like we're trying to go on this. So if you have a PlayStation 4, okay, or PlayStation 4, you're gonna have to
please add me so I don't have to play these AIs.
It's my old account. Not old, well, it's the only account I have. I thought about making a separate one for us, but add my account. I'm pretty sure because my PlayStation's off, but it's MARPENN92. The profile picture is actually of me, so I mean, obviously that's a dead giveaway.
Yeah, he's conceited. Take one picture of him in front of a tree.
It's my account.
He puts it on everything.
Look, fact of the matter is, she plays those games. I played Resident Evil 2 last month, and I finally beat Leon's story, and the only other person that I know that has the next one, Resident Evil 3, is Tim. I'm going to play with you as soon as I can. And if you're like one of the first listeners like you were last time, more badass.
I hate those games. I hate them.
I'm trying to get that going. And maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But I played that. Playing that. And then...
And we're watching the Fear the Walking Dead now.
Oh, see, there you go.
If no one's seen that... It will literally scare you because the way that the setting... If you've watched Walking Dead, you already kind of know, like, the gist of how things work. But Fear the Walking Dead, it's like... It was... The day we watched it was equivalent to exactly what we were going through here. It took place in Los Angeles and all of the places that are actually, like, really common out here. They mentioned Pomona and other areas. And... it's so crazy. In San Diego, they mentioned that too. It's so crazy because that night that we watched it, it really did legit scare the shit out of me. And someone got pulled over for driving past curfew right in front of our house. So as we're watching this show, all of like the police lights are like flashing. My heart dropped. That it's terrifying because I know it's not that. It's all like mental, but I would have never thought we would have had to go through that. And then so watching that show, I feel like that's a real life scare.
Yeah.
Not so much zombies.
See, what shows are you guys binge watching? What video games are you guys playing? You could tell us. Let us know.
Throw it in the DMs.
Yeah.
Like, we need to know.
Tell us because we're on Apple now. Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, which I think is super cool. We have our Buzzsprout. We're out at anywhere that you can find us. As far as we know, we're available anywhere. But yeah, we've recently we went from movies to TV show, binge watching TV shows, and honestly, like if there's a TV show, because I've posted little things here and there.
Next up is American Horror Story.
Right. The most recent season, 1984. But like, Fear has been the most nerve-wracking.
No, it's not nerve-wracking. It's stressful.
Our anxiety just constantly. Okay, first let's do this. We're gonna give a quick rundown from one because right now we're at the last we just finished the
4.
We just finished the. We're about to start the season finale of 4. The season 4. See, now, you start season 1, right? First couple episodes, you gotta get your bearings. Gotta understand, like, things are starting to happen very slowly. Get all your characters, right? Instantly, for me, I linked with Travis, I linked with Nick, and I linked with Chris. That was it.
Chris is a shit character.
Chris dragged everyone down for a lot, but see that's
if I ever had a kid like Chris, I would but that's
season 1. Okay, mom dies, and I'm sorry for spoilers, but the show's been out for a long ass time, years. Now, you fast forward, you go to season 2. Season 2, we get Strand in like towards the end of season 1. And
Strand is a character, by the way.
And then we get Victor Strand into season 2, and then we get more characters. Did we get Luciana? Did we get her in season 2?
Yeah.
She wasn't on the boat.
Yeah, but she was where they were after.
Yeah, like towards, okay. Then we have Daniel and his daughter, the wife from season 1. She dies, whatever. That goes down. Shit happens on the boat in the water.
The daughter doesn't die in season 1.
No. Like Daniel and his daughter Ophelia are in the show. Like I forgot to mention them from season 1. Season 2, they're in it.
Oh.
But see, we watched a lot of shit, and like the
Okay,
only thing
just to let
we
you
can
know,
sum
Madison is the worst character ever.
Thank you.
She dies. Everyone that comes across her
She's done
she
so
has
much
led,
fuckery.
they die. She's like the leader of death. And then she's a horrible mother, horrible.
Like, is there anyone out there that has watched The Walking Dead and then gave Fear a shot all the way up to where it's now? Because
right now we're at the crazy lady that they just refuse to kill.
Martha.
I'm sorry.
For Fear
they
the
need to
Walking
grow
Dead.
some balls and shoot that bitch.
They've had 4 opportunities. Like, thinking about it, like, if you were to compare things to Rick and Madison, Rick has, like, made some
Rick
shitty calls here and there, but like he has never constantly fucked everybody over.
Like, I was happy when she died.
Oh my gosh. But you know what? See, now when they did the crossover episode, and I remember when they first talked about it, that they were speculating on a character who they were going to bring over. A lot of people thought it was Abraham for a while, and then
he died.
No, it was before like all that went down, before like that.
But I thought this was after Nate. Like, this is post Negan.
No, like. How can I explain it? When they first talked about it, they were talking about a character that was like from the past that was coming back, and everyone thought like, oh, if they're gonna cross over, like Abraham, whatever. But then they let it be Morgan. It was cool, and then when we first saw like Morgan like transfer over, it was like, oh, this is really exciting and it's cool. But then
Morgan's stuck in his same old bullshit.
Yeah, you immediately forget for a while, and then you jump right back, and you're like, fuck, like Morgan hasn't changed.
Well, no, what it is, and like because I was reading on Forbes too, like this is like a thing, I don't know, let us know if you do it too, but like after we watch something, we like to watch reviews on it. Like, we like to go on YouTube and watch reviews because I like to know what people are thinking too. But the Forbes thing had a point. When you watch a show, you have to get connected to a character, or at least like a connection that a character has with someone else, because then it makes you want to watch the show. It makes you want to know what happened to them, makes you want to know, like, you know, it makes you care for that character. This show literally kills off anyone you can possibly care for, and then they bring someone in, and then they just take them out, and then bring them in, and then take them out. And there's no connections. There's no storyline.
Except for John Dory.
Oh, he's perfect.
I.e. not Y. John Dory. I personally feel like, and I could be wrong, but for at least my opinion, I feel like Fear was losing its ratings, and they threw John Dory in there to kind of switch things up to see what would happen, and it worked.
And you know what? Now that we're talking about it, Walking Dead, both freaking Fear the Walking Dead and just The Walking Dead, like, whoever wrote it, like, I love you for making the show, but like, whoever wrote it, they make you like love a character, and they make you hate the enemy so bad, and then they bring them together and make them live together, and then it makes you think why all the people that died. Like, I get Negan, I like him, he's hot, he's like the perfect criminal, but then he did some fucked up shit. Just the stuff that he did, like just killing Glenn alone, I feel like he shouldn't be living. He shouldn't be given the opportunity to just be, and all of the stuff that they have done.
Michonne and Rick, or Rick slits his throat, has Sadiq heal him, patch him up, and then he's in a cell for like, I think like 7-8 years or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean,
then,
he
like,
should have died.
after-
He didn't show mercy to anybody, but I get he did it for Carl. But at the same time, like, even in the show that we're watching, and I don't know what your guys' opinion on that is either. Their whole thing is every life matters, which I do agree on that. And then they're also like, we have to help to give help. But like, there comes a time where, you know, you can help someone and there's good in them and they're not a threat. And there's other times where you know that person's a threat and they're lost, and you're going to help more than you're going to hurt by just getting rid of that person. And I'm not talking exile, because that has failed so many times in all these shows. They exile someone, they come back, they murder everyone, and then they should have just killed that one person instead of losing hundreds. Like, I really believe that. Like, this crazy lady that Morgan's trying to connect with, this lady's batshit crazy already. She's already lost her way. She's already killed more innocent people. And like by saving her and bringing her in amongst more innocent people in hopes that she's going to change, what if she changes for a little bit and then whatever triggered her into going into that motion gets triggered again and more people die?
Keep in mind, she's an English teacher that lost her husband because here's the deal. I think she caused her husband's death. They were both driving.
She did.
Obviously, the car swerved off and like the metal from like on the side of the road impaled her husband, and her husband was in the passenger side. Clearly she's the driver, so she fucked up.
Her whole side was like perfectly fine.
And she fucked up her husband, and now she's doing all this wild shit. Like, I don't know.
Well, her thing is, and like, well, obviously because if you've seen The Walking Dead, everyone's infected, so once you die, you don't really die, you come back as a walker. But so her thing is that no one helped her and her husband on the side of the road because everybody was too busy taking care of themselves. And no offense, honey, your husband was impaled. The only thing keeping his body together was the car, so there was no saving him. So even if someone were to stop and help you, like it wouldn't have made a difference. But instead she took that as I hate the world. She cussed out God and was like, I'm going to start teaching lessons for myself. So all the people that were going to help others, she started like killing them and saying, well, we don't help. You're a helper, so we don't help. So she was killing all the people trying to help others because she was bitter that no one helped her. And like she's stuck in this thing where if you're a walker, you're stronger because you're dead, which makes no sense because she sat there and killed her husband as a walker. Like, the storyline really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in season 4 that just make us like really, I don't know. But
I should have, you know what? I couldn't be a writer. I'm not good at it. I can like, and that's plagiarism. Like I could have took what they wrote and like tweaked it to where it would have been better, but I wouldn't have been able to come up with all this shit on my own.
So, part of the reason why we have this podcast, we started it for good intention, and it's still good intention, but with this virus,
it kind of pause because of all of this virus stuff.
Yeah, so we're trying to keep things music related as much as possible, which this little, I guess it's a little section. San Diego homies Small Talk recently dropped a new song. It's called Sleep Deprived.
Which is us all because our sleep schedules are fucked.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool song. Ness, thank you for reaching out to us. Sorry, we're very horrible at writing back sometimes. Clearly, as you guys can hear from all that we're doing, it's a really good hit. Check it out on Spotify. Of you guys
too. From the first time we met you guys, at that fundraiser show
in La
Puente. You guys have been so cool. Like watching you guys grow and change and add members and just be like so humble and so helpful. You guys are so involved and you're not even from around here. You give us so much love. It's so crazy.
We met them back when Ness was the drummer. If some of you can remember that, or if you guys got to experience Small Talk. If you guys got to experience Small Talk when Ness was the drummer.
They're the real ones too. They drove all the way to Worthington's Tavern in Riverside from San Diego to play in the middle of the freaking night, like around 10 or something.
So did Lost Dakota. We had Lost Dakota that came out from
so
there. Those dudes, homies, their guys are awesome. They also have their other band. If Only. San Diego has really good bands. Really good bands. Life in Discord too. You guys are really cool.
Oh, I love them. Suburban Park,
yeah. A lot of good bands. So yeah, check out their new song. Check out all the bands that we just name dropped too, because they deserve just as much love.
Too. We were supposed to have them on our festival. They're really, really good.
Yeah, they're all really good bands. We have that. We also have who reached out, Tom from 18th and Addison, all the way out from New Jersey. Oh my gosh, that band.
So good.
Them and Forever Starts Today from Texas. But the reason why we bring this up is because Tom has a side project band, Black Mansions, which Lisa is extremely already hooked on the name. So kudos to you guys for doing that.
That is a really cool name. I like it.
check them out on Instagram and all their social media.
I want to know, like, how does someone find the perfect name? I didn't come up with the collective name. Marcus did, but, like, some of you guys have some really cool names.
Yeah.
And I want to know, like, how, where does it come from? I'm sure all of them have meanings, but, yeah, that is a really cool name.
Yeah. Black Mansions, they have their first song coming out in May 1st. May 1st, or I want to say it's May 2nd. May 1st, May 2nd.
1st.
Yeah. So definitely check them out. But yeah, I kind of want to know that's a really good question. Like, if there's certain bands, well, here's another one, Left Without. Left Without has their new song coming out too. They have a new song.
I want Bloom.
You want Bloom, I want Fireworks. They have a new song coming out on the 20th of April.
They were also selling merch, y'all, so if you want to hit them up.
Yeah, whatever merch they have got left on their Bandcamp, please shoot that out and support them. Support it as much as you can.
I love my Lateria shirt that I got from them.
Oh, yeah. I still have mine put away. So that actually really is a good question. Now, like, if some bands that we've come across that I would love to have known how they got their name, definitely Left Without's one. High Sierra Club.
Yeah, High Sierra Club.
Ending Left, Suburban Park. Like, a lot of these bands have...
Small Talk is really catchy. I like the
Small Talk's a really good band
I
name.
like the... well, it's so catchy. There's, like, so many different things, but I really like their stickers with the little text bubbles. Like, that is super cool.
Yeah, it's on my flash.
It's catchy.
Yeah, it is.
And the little ghost on the skateboard.
Little ghost.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So cute.
Nessa's girl does that stuff. I don't know her account. I know we follow.
I don't either, but I do follow her.
Yeah, if you guys follow Ness, yeah, we follow her. If you follow Ness, check that through her girlfriend's Instagram.
They're really cute. The ghost.
She does a lot of really good artwork.
Holding a flower. So cute.
Like, I love it because, like, I draw and I do animation and stuff, but, like, and I like to think that some things I do really good in, and then, like, making designs and stuff, like all the collective designs it's nice to see, like, other artists and other animators and everything else, like, their take and how they do things and how, like, bands have their creativity come out and who they go to.
How did you get your logos? But then that's what kind of where this, like, sessions is gonna stem, when we're allowed to, like, be near each other again, besides the 6 feet and everything safe. Like, we want to have bands, not necessarily in our room how we are right now, but we'll have like a setup, and we want to interview you guys. We want to get to know you guys. We want people to know you. We want to know why you guys have your names and why you guys are in music and what are your guys' takes and where can they see you and how can they get to know you and also, like, see you grow in your music and in yourselves. And we want to be able to give you guys that platform so we can all talk together. I know radio stations do it, and a lot of the time, like, I don't know I like an artist until I hear them talk. I'll use this example because I used to think Post Malone was, like, some crazy crackhead. I used to be like, oh, he has some good songs, but, like, this guy's freaking weird.
Candy Paint.
Yeah, that song's so good.
That's my favorite song, Candy Paint.
It's so good, but I used to think, like, oh, he's just a weirdo. Like, he's just weird. And then, but he has good music. And then I heard him do one of those things where the celebrities open the laptops and, you know, they read questions from their fans. And a lot of them were mean, just like how I had talked about him. And he was like, wow, like, I didn't know people felt this way about me. And a lot of the questions he had or a lot of the answers he had for the questions were so, like, humble and real. Like, you can tell it wasn't an act. And you could tell he was genuinely hurt about some things. And he had really good answers, and it made me like him. And from now, after that, now I'm like, oh, that's my postie. And I look for his albums, and I look to see, like, his inspirations, or I don't even have a Twitter, but I like to look at his tweets. And because he tweets some cool things sometimes. But just me hearing how he was as a person made me interested in how his music would be. And I feel like for a lot of you guys are really cool people that have really cool and good talent. And by getting to know you as a band and as individuals in that band, it'll make people want to go out to your show physically and actually, you know, maybe purchase your music or have it being like on their top for when it comes to streaming. And that's what we want to do eventually when this thing passes.
Yes, please give me a reason to use my cameras again.
He's dying.
Like, I'm gonna shit you guys not. I got my 6300 right fucking when this happened. I only got to really use it during our first Pomona show. Not our very first show, but like our first show that was in Pomona. Like that was such ass. Like, I got to do it, got some really good shots.
That was our last show.
It's our last show. I got to make a really cool recap video of it. That was really awesome. For all of you guys hearing,
I got bit by something in my ear.
For people who don't know, I've probably said it 1,000 times. Like, I do all the photos and videos for the collective, and for a minute I was okay with it being like open that I do all of it, and now I'm trying to like take a step back and not be like, ooh, I do everything, but it's helped a lot.
Why you do it?
No,
Just
I do,
say it.
but I want to like
own it.
I want
the photographer.
my photography background is all over productions, but I kind of wanted to stand on its own, which it has now. It's doing really well, and I'm proud of it. But yeah, well, what I'm basically saying is follow me on there too. Follow my photo account.
Might as well just follow him on all of his accounts.
Everything.
He's just trying to clout chase over here. Give him. He wants followers on TikTok too.
Yo,
he wants
TikTok,
to be TikTok famous.
Honestly, Lisa's cousin showed us TikTok, and then
I hate her for
we
it.
got on TikTok, and she doesn't even use TikTok. Vanessa doesn't use TikTok, and that makes me mad. I've made some videos. I found this guy. His name is Tyler Jerry. And,
obsessed with this guy
and
because he's just like his dad.
Is to the T how like parents and dads act, like the way he talks and how he even dresses the roles, and it's the things that he says, like from like finding toolkits to getting deals to having pets, like everything is it's heavily relatable, whether your parents do it, whether your dad, because he focuses mainly on the father figure role. Your dad has done this, if not once before, or your parents, they do this on a daily basis. This guy is so funny. He even people call him like the dad of the internet, because of his Instagram, he has Snapchat, he has all the other social medias, and he acts like this hardcore. It's fucking hilarious.
Okay, so Marcus's, I'm gonna give you Marcus's comedic background, okay? Marcus likes Crystalia. He likes Trevor Wallace.
Is the man. Trevor Wallace is funny as shit.
So
life's a beach and you're in it, okay?
No. So if you like those type of comedians, then you'll like who Marcus is.
Well, you have Haha Davis too, and he's funny.
Yes, he is funny.
They're all really funny.
I'll give you that. It depends. Like it has to be certain things, but yeah. So add Marcus on TikTok, please, because I know him already.
It's
every time he's missing, and I hear like doo 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 doo, he's doing something. Oh yeah. I had to throw a sandal at him 12 times to make the perfect cut. I almost got fired.
I think it was more than 12 times. But yeah, you got real close to getting fired.
I did a lot of good smacks.
Everybody to get on. That's my most talked about video. Everyone's no. There was one comment on there that were like, make your girl understand.
No one's making me understand.
I was like, whoa, dude, I was just doing this for fun, man. I was just doing this for the likes, and you're over here fucking trying to give me a lesson.
Block that bitch. No,
you're trying to talk shit to my girlfriend, bro. Like, I don't get that. But I think the biggest video that has the most the when you like walk in to the room. And it's like, oh, babe, can you? And I like flip around. That's the video that has a...
And it's you know what's stupid? He made videos about this, but this is the truth. Every time I ask Marcus to do anything, he doesn't do it. He'll be like, yeah, babe. Yeah. And he'll be sweet about it too. Yeah, babe. Sure. 4 hours later, SpongeBob voice still hasn't done it. He has to shit.
But you know what?
But you know what, guys?
You know what? It gets done.
No, it doesn't. No,
It gets done.
I do
It
it.
gets done.
No, I always end up doing it
It
because
gets
you
done.
wait. You
No,
do it
I
on
handle it,
purpose.
though, but I handle.
No, you do it
I
on
handle-
purpose. Like you
I
wait
handle
so long.
The scandal.
No, you wait so long
The
where you
scandal
know I'm
has
gonna get
been-
fed
it
up.
Handles, and then I do it.
No, and then
everyone's
I end up
happy.
doing it.
Everyone's happy.
No, I end up doing it because you waited so long, so I end up doing it, and then later your creep ass knows that I already fucking did it. So then you'll come back and be like, "Oh, do you still need me to take out the trash? Do you still need me to do
but
this?"
it still gets done.
No.
It gets
Same thing with dinner.
handled.
Oh, I'm gonna make dinner and you do dishes. How long have the dishes been there?
The only reason why those dishes were
Shut
there
up.
for today.
You've been on your Switch.
No, the only
You
reason. No,
downloaded
I actually was
Resident
very
Evil
less.
3.
I only downloaded it, and I haven't been on my Switch that long
Bull.
today.
Bull.
Today has been that long.
What time is
hey
it,
guys,
Marcus?
you want to know what time we woke up, everybody? We woke up at 4 p.m.
I didn't wake up at 4.
We woke up at 4 p.m.
No, I didn't.
And I paused for dramatic
You woke
effect.
up at 4. Marcus sleeps like a rock.
I do.
And so the whole world can change. I could literally, you could probably trick him. If you don't wake him up at all, like just silently tiptoe around him, switch all of like the things and tell him it's the next day, he wouldn't know the difference.
I'd be like, yeah, dude. Fucking
When
did
we
it.
were first dating,
Did the damn thing.
I used to always think that he was freaking doing some scandalous shit because he would just be like, "Yeah, babe, I'm gonna be over there in 20 minutes. I'm on my way." This fucker had never even left and would fall asleep, and I would
sleeping,
blow
boys.
him up and be like,
I'd be sleeping, boys.
I'd be like, "What happened? Are you alive? Are you okay? Just answer me. What did I do? Are you mad?" And the next day, it would be like the next day at like 2:00. He'd be like, "What the hell, dude? I was just sleeping. Like, that's not normal. You told me you were on your way."
I was just paying my respects.
Oh my god, like that one time when you went with Jacob, I almost killed you. You were like, "Oh," it was like 10:00 at night. You were like, "Oh,
when you
me and
spent the
Jacob are
night."
gonna do a photo shoot in the middle of the forest or some
Yeah,
shit."
because me and Jacob
then,
be doing shit like that.
and you be doing some weird shit like that. So then you're like, "Oh yeah, we'll be leaving in a little bit." Okay, like a whole 24 hours goes by. I'm like, dude.
It did, because me and Jacob, we woke up that very next day in the same spot that we sat. We didn't lay down. Like, we sat down, like, you sit on the couch, and we fell asleep that exact way. Jacob fell asleep, he had a blanket, but he fell asleep straight with his back arched, like he was sitting up straight with like posture. And I was like, dead silence. Jacob's like, "You want to check your phone?" I was like, "Nope."
No, because I was going to kill you.
I already knew.
And so when you answered, you were like, "We just fell asleep." Okay.
She's like,
But you told me you were going to go in the middle of the night to
it-
some fucking crazy place.
and it didn't happen. We used to do some shit like that. We used to do some wild shit.
Oh, just like when we were barely dating and you're like, "Oh, I went to go watch Dragon Ball Z with my friends." If there's any girls listening to this, you know that's bullshit.
Dragon
if
Ball
any normal
Z.
person, you would be like,
No.
"What kind of grown man goes to watch
It wasn't
Ball Z with
Z.
his
It
friends?"
was Dragon Ball Super Broly. Okay, my boys.
Sorry,
boys.
whoever likes Dragon Ball Z is
Y'all
gonna
know.
hate me. Just
But
like I
there's
don't know what
girls
that
too.
cockroach.
Girls too. All of them. We all watched that. I watched it like 3 times, actually, in theaters. And I know I said that wrong.
It's theaters.
That's how I pronounce myself.
Ew.
y'all getting look at. The fact of the matter is, y'all getting the raw stuff. Okay,
Theaters.
There's no
Say
editing.
it again. Say it
There's
again.
Theaters.
No, you changed it up.
No, I said theater.
Why you acting fake?
Theater.
Man,
Theater.
you fake like press on nails. You
It's
said
a theater.
theaters.
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 No, you didn't.
Look it.
Theaters.
This is what you get. Okay, this is how you get us. Okay, you get us in our natural habitat. This is how we do this shit. Okay.
If Marcus smacks, I smack back.
You know what we did last night? We laid in bed, and like she told me to not fuck with her. I would go, but like the fact of how quickly she hits, this is exactly what would happen when I would hit her and she hit me back. This is the first smack is me and the second smack is her.
No, it was like you smacked hard. You
I
smacked
do.
hard. You
I have
smacked
heavy
to
hands.
you smack. No, you smacked to feel
Like
like
lead
meat,
feet.
just whap. But you were like, and then just like that.
Yeah, just like. And look at
I'm quick.
if I did it too fast and you couldn't hear the second clap, that's how quick she was. She's That's how fast she was. And then that, that's just what is it? That's the way the cookie crumbles, baby.
Shut up. What is
So
it? There's a horse of a different color.
I don't say that. I don't say that shit.
That's the same thing.
No, it's a horse of a different color. Who the fuck? Oh, jeez, man. That's a horse of a different color. I'll tell you
it's
what.
The same stuff. It comes from the same level. It's the cookie crumbles.
No, it's the way the cookie crumbles, okay?
Same sheen.
No. I don't. I've never met someone that says it's a horse of a different color. Jeez, man.
Hey. You know what? I've never said it either. I don't say that. I'm just categorizing.
That's some shit on a stick type crap, man.
Hey, Momo.
Momo.
What's up, Momo?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this heater is ass. I'm frozen.
Hey, that heater's gotten me through the toughest of times.
How come I'm cold as shit then?
Because you, milady.
Hey, if there's any other ladies in here too, do you think it's disrespectful as fuck that you're...
First, the word is disrespectful.
My lip...
You fucked up that sentence before you even could fathom what you were going to say in your head.
No,
you already knew from the get-go it was going to be fucking ass.
My lip was so dry, it stuck to my buck tooth, okay? And
doesn't matter.
Just,
you knew from the get-go because you looked right at me when you said it and you're like, maybe he won't even catch on.
No, it's because my lip was stuck to my buck
I'm here to
tooth.
tell you, I caught on.
No, okay, but it's disrespectful if your man is warm and you're cold and he doesn't help you get warm.
Here's my counter. Here's my counter. I was asleep.
No, you're never asleep.
I was asleep.
Oh, also, does your man pretend to be asleep so he can get away with it?
Sorry, there's no such thing as me pretending.
Yes.
There's so many people in this world that know I don't pretend when it comes to sleep.
No, you do.
Sleep.
You know how you know?
Sleep is sleep.
It's because I'll ask you, babe, you need to get up. Babe, are you hungry? Babe, do you want this? And then... like the kids will do something messed up or something will happen. You'll be like, what was that? How come I just asked you
because
2
I was
seconds
asleep.
ago?
I was asleep.
Or you'll yell, don't do that.
I could hear what was around me. Sleep is sleep.
No, it's called selective.
You know how they say ball is life? Sleep is life, baby.
What is
sleep
ball?
Is life.
Ball is life.
Someone can tell us what ball is life. Sleep is life.
Like a basketball player?
Game is life. What's good?
Game?
Game.
Your age is showing. Get out of here.
Oh Lord.
You need to go to bed.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think that wraps up everything.
I think all so. This. We lost track hours ago.
And you know what? At the end of the day,
don't
just you.
So he has all these
look,
stupid
everybody.
sayings.
Look, if there's every episode.
Oh, if there's any bands with TikToks, we want to add you though. I do want to see that. Theirs was cute.
Delfino Squeed, fuck Delfino. I said Delfino Squeed. Delfino Squared, and then AJ from Half Measure. He has TikTok too.
Freaking, what did he do? Nintendo one. Huh?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
The door locks.
But you know what? Every episode, I'm gonna leave you guys with a piece of advice.
Squeed.
At the end of every episode, let's say it like it is. If there's anything I can leave our listeners with, is that sometimes life is just a different horse of a color.
No, it's a horse of a different color.
Yeah, it's a different horse of a color.
Why you gotta change up the saying?
Because I'm leaving back...
I thought you were gonna say your stupid saying.
I'm leaving back stories.
Sometimes you just gotta
do what you gotta do.
Ew.
This is our story, okay? And we need to know their story.
We can't.
Fucking
Too bad
Fear
they
the
couldn't
Walking
record.
Dead, Al.
Too bad they couldn't record something and message back, or we couldn't have an open
but you know
three-way.
what? Sometimes that's just a horse of a different color.
That
sounded bad. Sometimes it's just a horse of a different color, baby.
No, you're screwing it up.
I said a horse of a different color.
No.
It's a horse of a color difference.
No.
Different horses have colors.
I don't know how it goes. Sometimes when life gives you lemons, you gotta make lemonade.
Now we're just talking shit. Now we're just
hey, do you guys
shit
know
that
that's the hillbilly anthem? Do it.
What? Ding 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 ding. You get a banjo just to learn that. Ding 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 ding. No, that's yeah. Well, I'm a horse of a different color, Momo.
god.
Moo-moo?
Let's hang this
Yeah.
out.
Anywho, guys, that's us. We're leaving you guys off with that big ass message of the day.
What was the message of the day?
Sometimes it's just a horse of a different color.
I thought it was something
Sometimes
serious.
no, yeah. Sometimes life is a horse of a different color.
No.
And what can you do at that point, right? Just bang bang.
Bang bang.
Yo, Chris, we miss you.
Anytime something goes bad, bang bang.
Bang bang. Oh God! All right, guys. If you're just listening into this episode now,
Sorry, it's late. I don't know where we went off.
we drove off really hard. No, but we're doing episodes twice a month, every other Friday.
You gotta hear our mess if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to hear us,
It will be music related soon. I promise.
Yeah. For now, we're just figuring our bearings through the podcast.
I'm
But
just talking to you.
once this passes up, it'll be more of a reason to listen, or maybe you guys like to listen. Who knows?
Hey, if you like to listen and like we can get a certain amount of listeners, we'll decide on the number. I say Marcus takes a picture in a onesie. A man onesie.
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. Because everyone's gonna like the fuck out of it. Oh man, we'll get a shit ton of likes out of nowhere. Everyone wants to see
Says
dumb
who?
shit like that.
Who sees?
Watch,
Oh, or
you
a
see.
man romper. No, or a bodysuit, like one of those like.
See, the problem is that you think I won't enjoy this. I would do this on a basis. I would wear
Okay.
overalls. I'd fuck around and
We
just
need to hang out.
hick-hay it.
We need to hang this up anyways. But just FYI, the other day we were doing spring cleaning, and Marcus had these like tight ass yoga pants.
You did. Another piece of history that me and Jacob have.
And I gave him because I gave.
We did a
To my
emo
cousin.
night yoga class. That was fucking ridiculous.
So, anybody that knows Marcus wouldn't even question that those were Marcus's. Most girls, I remember when I first was with Marcus, I'd be like, in my mind, I'd be like, whose bitch's shit is this? Because it would be something that's like so girly. Even he wore like skinny jeans, women's pants.
My skinny jeans,
You would
baby.
think like, whose pants are these? Like, whose girl things are these? Now I've learned that they are Marcus's.
That's me.
And I don't have
You know
to
what?
question
You know what?
them.
Look, and again, it relates back to the message. I'm just a horse of a different color.
What color are you?
That's the episode.
Are you
Horse
horse
of a
with
different
spots?
color. I'm lions, baby.
You
I'm
have a
everything.
fat ass.
Fuck off.
I put my tail back and forth.
That trunk is first let me hop out the motherfucking Porsche. I don't want it if that
I
ass
want to
don't
take you
sit
to the
like
old
a
time
horse.
road.
He said if that ass don't sit like a horse.
Hey,
Fuck, man. Dribble,
gonna-
dribble.
I'm gonna
Horse
buy
of a
an
different
ass.
color.
Sits like a horse one day. I'm gonna go to TJ to get it when this is over.
All right, guys. This is Marcus and Lisa signing off of episode 2. Horse of a different color.
Pinch your nip.
Get the fuck out of here. Anywho, we'll catch you guys 2 weeks from now. Maybe quarantine life will be better, or maybe we'll be out of it. Who knows?
Maybe we'll be completely insane by then. Fuck, I don't know.
All right.
Buy us a heater.
Bias. I thought you said bias. See you later. God.
That's not COVID, y'all. That's just
her laughing at dry humor.
remember? Oh, I don't have the Rona. My mom just made chile rojo. Okay.
See you guys 2 weeks from now if we make it. Bye.
Bye.